have just been tuned into the Streets Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Listen, we're back live right now. This is your boy Firahs. Joe MK is in the building as well. MK, how you feeling?
We all good, man. We all good. Obviously, the weather's not looking too good down here in South London. Well, all of London, pretty much. But we're still, I'm saying we're still in the spirits. Obviously, the end of summer parties are popping off still. So, yeah, man, we're still in the vibes. You know, celebrate till the end of the year and then
obviously, before
beyond.
we get into any conversation, the beat and the instrumental that you're listening to right now is by Sons of Sonic. Featuring Get Away. The tune's called Honest. Make sure that go and check that out on all the streaming platforms out there right now. I've been told from early sources for the streets that apparently DJ Firahs and MK will be DJing for Sons of Sonic. So, you know what?
Brand new exclusive.
Listen, it'll be the first blue check DJing for me and MK.
Yeah.
You ain't done a
blue check? Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Alright, cool. We're the first time that we're DJing for man them in the real industry. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Trickster. You know, he's always held it down for your boy. I know Joe's done a couple of DJing gigs out there and about. We also did Chip Shop Brixton. Supposed to be doing it every Thursday show, but it's been a lot of complications. So hopefully we're able to lay that down very soon. When we do, make sure you stay locked in. But I think we get into this conversation right now to do with the Queen. Obviously, rest in peace to the Queen Elizabeth II. Held her down for 70 plus years. How do you feel about that, John?
This one was a very interesting one. At first, because how I found out was I was in the middle of an event shooting, and then the DJ just cut everything off and said out of the blue, we've just heard news that the Queen has now passed away. We're going to do a minute silence. In my mode of comedy, obviously, I'm in an event, talking to people, just making jokes, whatever. I was like, alright, cool. And I looked at one broski, I was like, does this mean that she's running the things back? or nah? But obviously that's just me making stupid jokes. But no, it wasn't until I went home and really thought about it. I was like, okay, am I gonna be one of the people that are going to be tasteless and sort of like I wouldn't say celebrate the death, but be very backhanded with my comments, or am I gonna look at the Queen as it was someone's grandmother, it was someone's mom, it was someone's sister that passed away. So then I had to really think, because usually, you know me, I don't take things seriously at all. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me just think. I can't be mad at the person. Yeah. Obviously, you and I, we come from countries that were colonized by the British, and it's very easy to just say, this and that. I have a right to disrespect the Queen, even though she's dead, because the yada yada yada. But then you just have to. I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what I actually think of the matter. But yeah,
shout out to my man DJ Lyles in the building right now. Let's go. Let's go.
But ultimately, just thinking of it with a level head instead of just coming out with hot takes like this and that, you know. So what about you?
No. Personally, for me, listen, it's weird. Like, you see, my mom has followed the royal family for years. Now, one thing I have to illiterate is my mom was living in Sweden.
Sons of Sonics.
Her lifestyle is very different. Now she comes from a royal family herself. Her father is of royal. So the way that she looks at it isn't the same way that we all look at it. So when she pulls up to UG, she's getting that
A1.
That A1 pickup.
Yeah.
She gets
for real,
it. So for her, I wouldn't. What she said, the word that she used was, "It's sad to see her pass away." And I think for her point was always women.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because me and my mum had a conversation. I kept telling her, "Yeah, okay, cool, she's queen.
Yeah.
But what does she do for women? Like, what does she really do for women?" Because the last person I remember is Diana, not following the rules, not dating who she should be dating.
Yeah.
You know, she did all the things that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Specifically within royal.
Yeah.
But also carried herself as her own woman. If you want to talk independency, she did her own thing. Okay, things with Prince William. Is it Prince William?
Who you referring to?
Prince Charles, sorry.
Yeah.
The one that cheated on Diana with his new wife.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to that wife. She waited 99 years to become part of this situation. Really salute to you. Like, she had her own identity. Diana had her own identity, and I feel like as embracing women, she did her thing. Now I look at what Elizabeth has done, and I personally feel like she played it safe. She didn't really do much, you know, besides jumping into Jamaica and running that situation. I don't know what else.
I mean, I did see this one interesting post though.
Shout out to Entropy Band in the building, man.
Shout out to everyone on the IG live. There was one interesting post I did see of the things she'd done, like service wise when she was still young. I'm seeing things like she wanted to serve. I can't remember the exact conflicts that she wanted to serve in, but she served in the service, just a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And I guess because now, okay, so I look at it this way: because now to be a figurehead for a particular, I wouldn't say movement or message, you'd have to be vocal on whether your IG, whatever the case is. But I think a lot of what people did back then, when it came to trying to make changes, just doing the thing. So say for instance now, if someone, okay, cool, Rosa Parks, for an example.
Yeah.
If it was nowadays, she probably would have made a viral Twitter video stating why we can sit anywhere in a bus. But how did she become that figurehead for that movement?
Yeah.
She just sat at the back of the bus. Yeah. That was it. So I guess.
But would you say then that what Rosa Parks did, that plays a role for women, for independency, for rights, for the community? I don't feel like Queen Elizabeth played a similar role.
I know. I was only just comparing what the sort of service things that she did at her time, because obviously it was not common for women to be serving to that capacity. Obviously, they stayed at home and worked in the factories whilst the significant others were out at war. And I just think, in that sort of sense, when I look at it that way, she did what she could at the time for that cause. Now, whatever impact it had, I have no idea. I don't know. So, and also I do think a lot of stuff that has happened in the past, like that, because of now we're used to people just making statements and whatever, making hashtags, and it's more so to gear towards.
Shout out to King DMIX in the building right now. You know,
more geared towards the content that you put out that preaches a message. We sort of like forget how people sort of did things back then, where you had to do the thing instead of just talk about it. Because you could probably think of so many other people nowadays who you would say are advocates for so and so, but what have they what have they done behind closed doors?
Yeah, no, it's true. Shout out to my Luke Stevens
without
in the
it
building
being
as
content.
well.
So, oh no, man, it's
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like,
It's a complicated
I feel like it's the wrong time to go in on anything royal right now. Obviously, Queen Elizabeth just passed away, so it's still fresh.
Yeah.
So, I'm not here to bash anyone or anything like that. But you know, that's an interesting conversation because even with the whole Prince Andrew stuff.
Yeah. Did you see the video of?
It's on Street Sessions. Fam, listen, she spent 12.5 million of our money.
Yeah.
The UK mandom's money, English people's money, taxpayers' money.
Yep.
To keep man out of jail. 12.5 mil. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. No respect. He's a pedophile, bro.
Yeah.
He deserved to get shot at.
Cool.
Shout out to that kid there, man. He's a 22-year-old young kid, got arrested.
Yeah.
Probably gonna serve like 2 or 3 months community service time for whatever he did.
Cool, yeah.
Maybe like 10 days of jail time. Because all he did was scream out loud, something like that. But like, you know, at the end of the day, it's a bit sad that that's the way it's gotta be. Like, people talk about freedom of speech, but there's no freedom of speech when you gotta, like, you know, kick man the out because of that.
Yeah.
I was a shout out, man, like King, man. Big up, bro. Man, like Luke saying, what you been up? Yeah, listen, man, we cool, man. We're just chilling right now, catching the vibe, man. You know the vibes, man. We outside, man. And shout out to Shiver, man. Just joined the building as well, man. Love.
I'll say, thinking of the phrase freedom of speech, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
There is freedom of speech, no matter wherever you go.
You believe that?
But no, this is what I'm gonna add on. But
Lauza is still in the building, man. Shout out to Lauza, man. Big boy. Hey, Lauza, if you got anything to say, comment in the section below right there, man. Let me know what you're saying, man.
Yes.
Love hearts. Chill, Lauza.
Everyone that's locked into the Instagram live right now, just please put your comments in there.
Man, before I let Joe carry on, listen, big man Lauza, man, has come a long way, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be at university studying sound engineering. Shout out to Lauza, man. That's my dude right there, man. Big up, man.
He's on fire.
But yeah, carry on, sorry.
So the phrase freedom of speech, I literally just thought of it literally just now. I would say,
Hey, hold up before you carry on. Big Ana Santos.
He's on fire.
Ana Santos just jumped in real quick, man. Big shout out to Ana Santos, man. Always outside, man. Is there a lot of person for alive? I'm not used to cutting it off.
There is freedom of speech, I believe, globally, but you know what? Because of the shout-outs, I've actually forgotten the second part of what I was going to say.
Well, what you think about that? I'll give you my opinion on freedom of speech. Freedom of speech only exists if it fits the agenda that you're trying to sell or like fits whatever it is that makes sense. Yeah. So with freedom of speech, right, that guy that was talking about Prince Andrew didn't have freedom of speech. He got arrested. He's probably going to go to jail, whatever, right? One of the biggest conversations that I think, and it's us big up, man. Much love. You know what? We love it, man. You know the business, man. One of the biggest problems we have today is to do with LGBTQ, I believe. I don't have a problem with it. I'm cool with it. But there's religions out there, whether you're Muslim or not, right? Who can't physically support that. And you know, recently there was a footballer who didn't want to wear the LGBT t-shirt for his team. So he set up. Remember, one of the starters for this club. He said, "Nah, I ain't wearing it. I'm Muslim." He can't support it. The people then came out and told the FA cancel him, destroy his career. He didn't have to come out and be like, I have no issues with the LGBTQ. I'm Muslim. I can't be seen wearing a t-shirt that's supporting something that my religion doesn't support. So therefore to him he's like, listen, I have many friends that are in that community, and he did, you know what I'm saying? He even had a cousin who was gay. It's mad, right? For even a Muslim, like I'm saying, from a Muslim family perspective, that's actually kind of mad. He supports his cousin. They roll every single week. They were still brethren. They were still cool. But his point was, I can't wear a t-shirt that says the label or the name because of my religion. It doesn't mean that I dislike you, lot. His main point was, I have a family member who I'm with all the time, who I support. Be who you want to be. I can't publicly support that. Listen, I can deep down be like, yeah, we're cool, we're dabbing it up, it doesn't matter what you're into. But in public, I'm still Muslim. Regardless of what you want him to be in public, he's still a Muslim, right? He still follows a religion, and that religion states it is haram to do same-sex stuff, or to change genders, or whatever it is that the LGBTQ promote. He can't support that. And I think in today's society, it's difficult for people in the public eye to stay on PC, because to be PC is normal. Listen, all he had to do was be like, hey, let me wear the tee, it's cool. Nobody would have cared. But because he was the one that said, no, I'm not going against my religion, it became a topic and a topic and a topic and a topic, and people are talking about, get him off the game, he should be cancelled, he shouldn't get paid. All he did was not wear a t-shirt. He never said nothing.
If you boil it down to
What do you think, like, where do you think that freedom of speech is going? Because we had who's the guy that runs Tesla again? What's his name again?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk came out and tried to buy Twitter for freedom of speech. He wanted freedom of speech. I think now they started like there's this new thing going on right now. Where you can say what the hell you want. There's nothing going on. Say what you want. Now, a lot of people's argument is now you're accepting racism, now you're accepting homophobia, Islamophobia, because that is some of the biggest conversations that would always come out of freedom of speech. Like, when can't you say something? Remember J.K. Rowling tweeted, I don't mess with this gender thing. If you don't pick a side, we ain't about it. She got cancelled. Did you see that?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that whole saga.
She got cancelled. She got cancelled because she was like, pick a side, bro. Like, you're mad. Like, pick a side. Don't tell me that you're multiple genders or multiple. She went with it. Personally, for me, I'm just looking at it like, bro, let people have their opinion. I would rather know who's a racist. Personally, I would rather know who's Islamophobic. I'd rather know who's homophobic. I think the fact that people are, not everybody, but people are forcing people to be PC isn't right. Because how can you have a conversation everyone agrees? There's no racism conversation if you don't hear a racist speak. There's no Islamic conversation if an Islamophobe doesn't speak. There's no LGBTQ topic if a homophobic person doesn't speak. You get what I'm saying?
It's true.
The best thing is to hear people's opinions and then have that conversation. If you can't change their mind, leave it. There's no point. Okay, cool. He doesn't want to change his mind, but there's education that can be taught.
True.
So for you, like, what do you think?
Sonics.
I think this whole idea of the of having an echo chamber, whether it's in real life or on social media, it may on the surface look like everyone's getting together and whatever is peaceful, whatever, but really it isn't, because now what you're now training people to do is not think critically about things and stripping them away of the ability to have conversations with someone of an opposite view. Social discourse is one of the most important things for a society to survive. I mean, from primary school you've had debate club after school. That stuff is important. There was a reason why it was there. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing by, I don't know, man. It's just obviously there is some level of censorship that you need.
Okay, cool.
But
explain
then it's like
then. So
say for instance, not in terms of like speech or whatever. Well, I don't know, but say for instance, talking about big tech now. So Twitter. Say for instance, there was no censorship on Twitter. Then that would be it'll be crazy because you then have people uploading child exploitation, murders. You'd have people talking about pedophilia in a good light and stuff like this.
Doesn't that play a role in freedom of speech? Are we as a society selective on what freedom of speech is? And should we be?
You know what? Thanks for reminding me now. Now I think I got the second point I was going to say from the original. So everyone, what I interpret freedom of speech is everyone's free to speak, to open their mouth and just say whatever. Now, the speech is not free of charge. So you have freedom of speech, but the speech is not free of charge.
Yeah.
So wherever you speak, there may be a consequence, there may not be. That's why it's not totally free of charge. In China, I could go in Tiananmen Square, rip off my t-shirt and have a tattoo saying
big up to C Sanchez. Big up to C Sanchez.
Down with China. I'm free to do that, but it's not going to be free of charge. You'll never hear of me again. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. So ultimately that's my outlook on freedom of speech. Obviously, I guess where everyone is debating is what that charge, quote unquote, should be for people speaking their mind. How far can a person go until they get penalized or whatever the case is? So got there in the end.
I'm giving you the angles. Personally, for me, I believe freedom of speech should be available to anyone. Again, I'm the believer. I want to hear what you're on, bro. I think, listen, the police should just be on socials, be on the mode. If the man don't want to talk about pedophilia, catch them. Let them speak, because people will speak, and this is the thing that people forget. People will speak. There's so many people snitching on themselves. Why not just let them do that? Why fighting them not to do that? Freedom of speech, I believe, is very important. Not just because we want to have conversations about what's important, but it's also to see, alright, cool, who's really foul in these streets. And I think where we are kind of taking L's is we're trying too hard to force people to be something that they're not. Leave it out. Why are we doing that? It's a waste of our time. Let people be who they want to be, and we'll see how long they survive in the streets. And that's my personal opinion. But going back to the Queen and all of that stuff is, I mean, I don't really care too much. I lie. The Queen's cool, life's cool, but at the end of the day, we ain't with it. On that basis, we're gonna go into one tune and we're gonna get into another topic straight away. So one song, then back to the topic. I think we should go into PNB Rack.
We're going
to the LA situation. Stay locked in right now. We're gonna play.
Boy, have we got topics for you.
And we'll see you back here in a couple of minutes.
Don't touch that down.
You have just been tuned into the Streets Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK. What's the next topic we're talking about, man? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Basically, in a nutshell. You know what? I don't even know what to feel about that. Obviously, I'm not a resident in LA, thank God. But it's like I could imagine the residents there hearing something like that. It's like, okay, so what now then? What is the solution to this problem? Okay, you can say, oh yeah, there's a problem, whatever, but what is the solution? What is the development to the solution? How are we going to tackle this? They just said, oh yeah, this is the statement. That's it. Now what? You know what I mean? And the thing is, there was actually a video I saw yesterday from that incident of PNB Rock. There was actually someone that had to stay within the area until the police were done, and he drove off from there. And whilst he was driving off, he was on I don't know if he was on Instagram Live or he was just recording on his phone, and he was saying
Sons
that
of Sonics.
He's thinking like him and his family, he can't be in LA no more. Like he's just saying it's too much, you know. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Is because the thing is as well, from what I've heard, obviously, because I don't really know too much about the legal system out in California, especially in LA. But I've been hearing a lot of sentiment that, like, for criminals in LA specifically, there's a lot of unsolved things happening. People are just getting away with crime, so it's like it makes them even more bolder to do such crimes like this. So you'd almost have to spin back to that original statement that the police said and think to yourself, so is it something that you allowed from early and now you've just realized that is a problem that is uncontainable now? That's how I look at it. But I don't know, man, it's tragic, you know. So yeah, man.
No, do you know what? I would agree, because I think the interesting thing with the States is the rise of what's going on right now. Robbing has become a big thing now. Everybody trying to jump for these chains, for the watches, any form of jewelry, really.
It's just is stores as well. Have you ever seen? I think it was last year or 2020. Did you ever see the article of people stealing packages from the trains that were going? Yeah. It's crazy.
It's mad.
It's crazy.
I personally think with the States right now, we can bring in Chicago. In that bracket as well. Shout out to the TJ who survived 8 bullets.
Oh yeah. Point blank range.
Shout out to his new tune
down
as well,
in
that came
Jersey.
out as well. Shantae was part of that, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't see her posted?
No, I didn't see that.
She's part of the track.
Okay.
Production.
Yeah.
Shantae, you listen, I'm not surprised. It's been going on since Tupac days, or before Tupac days. It's been so long that hood stuff doesn't surprise me. I think what's interesting is how little the government is willing to try and help and change that. I don't know if that surprises me at all, but it does. I think their job is to keep the people safe, regardless of how much we say the police or the you know, F the police, blah 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 blah.
The new one, defund the police.
At the end of the day, when something goes wrong, who do you call? Let's just talk facts. Ambulance or police? Let's just talk facts. That's what you'll call it. If your mom's dying, you're calling 999, you're calling 911, 101, or whatever these numbers are in another country. You're calling that digit. So you're only effing them until you need them. It's a fact. So for me, it's interesting that they came out and said we can't guarantee your safety. Now a lot of rappers have come out and said, listen, you got to carry the blicky. We're still on live radio. I can't say that actual term.
The burner.
You got to carry the burner, the blicky,
the ooh-ah.
You got to carry that kitchen knife. You know. They're saying it's not safe. They're saying you got to have that. So for me, listen, the whole people are dying or getting injured at alarming rate. Why is that? I don't know. People want to blame the music industry. People want to blame the artists that they follow. People don't realize, listen, the artists ain't doing no damage. They talk about it, but the entourage are doing the damage. It's not the artists, bro. It's not the artists. The artists are chilling at home snoozing. I mean, Stormzy might have pulled up on Chip, but he ain't doing nothing at Chip's crib. He's just outside the crib. That's just all facts. He didn't do that. Stormzy didn't do that. He's trying to get back to Russell Howard's crib and do another interview like that. So I just think right now we're at this situation where the streets are so easy accessible. So this is a conversation I was having with my little brother. The streets is easy to access, and because of the popularity of, I'm not gonna say Afrobeat, but I'm just gonna put all black culture in there. So Afrobeat, hip hop, rap. It's so easy accessible that kids, like listen, even Afrobeat artists talk about the streets. They talk about gangbang. Not all of them be singing all that lovey-dovey stuff. Some of them really be talking about the streets, but on an Afrobeat. You know what I'm saying? So the conversation is so easy accessible to the youth of today that they look at that and go, I need that, I want that. That's my way out. And for a lot of them, that doesn't mean they want to be good at music. That just means they want to rock the chain. They want to have a rollie. They want to have the fast card. A lot of them don't actually care about how you're getting the money. They just want to have the money. So they're doing whatever they can to be at some point the same level as the artist or the person that they believe is true. Chief Keef is a perfect example. He's a full-on street dude. Everybody wants to be a full-on street dude. This is a fact. When the industry is, when that genre of music is hot right now, that's what everybody's chasing. They're chasing to be what's hot. Back in the day in like 02, 01, everybody wanted drugs because rock was lit. And I think people kind of forget that. I think when rock was lit, because it wasn't necessarily killing people, it was killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think some people forget that it was cool to slit your wrist. It was cool to, you know, they call it cocktails, you know, when you take hella drugs at one time. It was cool to do the most as a druggie because that was what was selling. Rock was lit. When man like Busted and that was out here breaking things, but then they was out here sniffing that Coca-Cola. allegedly. I'm just saying, like, what was cool then? Now it's just cool to be a gangbanger. Do you know what the perfect example is? 6ix9ine. It's not a road man. He followed the gang formula until it didn't suit him anymore. Once he got kidnapped, once they allegedly slept with his baby mama.
Once his freedom was on the line.
He was like,
ultimately,
I'm a civilian, bro.
I don't know these dudes. No,
they're not my family.
No, man.
Now let's get out. So I think going back to PNB Rock, and you know, everybody's talking about his wife.
Sharing a location. I know exactly what you're talking about.
What's your opinion on that? Do you feel like she potentially could have set him up, or my thing is, right, if I, celebrity or not, right, if I go out, you gotta remember, she's not a celebrity,
but her IG does have 700,000 as well.
This is the problem though. When you're dating someone huge, you do gain a following. But are you a celebrity?
You could say C or D listed.
Okay, cool. 6ix9ine's girl Jade, is she a celebrity with 500k followers? I think she got like 1 million now.
You know what? I think the new word for like a lower list celebrity would be.
Hold on, before you go, shout out to man like Freshman to the building. Shout out to P, shout out to Dizzy, you know what I'm saying? Always going in hard in the streets.
Like COS there, But it's like it's like I think the obviously shouts to all the bigger influencers, but I think the new word for like lower tier celebrities, even though the word influencer encompasses a lot of people, is influencer. So I would say she's just an influencer. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, saying just, but celebrity.
But that's the point, though. That's my point, though, because I look at it like, influencer or not, right?
Yeah.
Her come up isn't her trying to be there.
Just by proxy.
By
proxy, just there.
So
Vicinity.
for her, it's normal to tag her locations. For her, it's normal to be like what me and you do when we're outside. Mm-hmm. If we were like on 3-4 million deep, we can't do that.
No.
But if we just got, let's say now, for example, let's give us a name. Shout out to Sweetie Soul. Let's say we're with Sweetie Soul, we're in Kenya, we're chilling. Yeah. They post us and we just go mad viral. Yeah. But then because we don't feel like we're them. I might still be like, we don't sell.
Yeah. Because it's not in your brain that, wait a second, now I'm on a different level now.
It doesn't hit
I have
your brain
to move different. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man.
We might even make that mistake, right? And people just show up. Like, that's where I feel like people are like, first of all, I don't blame her anyway. I think don't blame the person who's just posting up a location. Blame the people that actually did the damn deed. Because at the end of the day,
that too,
those were the people that was, first of all, it might not even have been her anyway. Because it happened so quick. She posted that. Like, it wasn't like she posted it and 10 seconds later. It happened. Why? Straight away. So I think people need to also look at the fact who was in that area, who saw him pull up, who saw him order this, who saw him sit down and eat with a woman. It's not always just because she posted the occasion. She didn't post his bloody body, his face. It's a picture of food, bro. How do you know he's there? You don't. She could have been with her girls, but just posted a plate. Just talk facts. That's not saying, yo, I'm chilling with PMB. Out here getting a chicken and waffle. None of that, bro. It's just a picture, location. That's it. Doesn't say he's there. Somebody must have said he's there. That's my personal opinion. I don't think she should be blamed for. This is why I respected what Nicki said, what Cardi B said. When they both came out. I want Nicki, they both got beat, but they both came out.
At least they agreed on something.
They both basically came out to stop blaming the woman, blame the people that actually did the crime. But don't blame the person that's in love with this man who's just lost her man. She just lost her partner, bro. You're attacking her. And not the man that really pulled up on him for his chain. All they took was his chain. Do you imagine? All they took was his chain. They pulled up for a couple of chains. Shout out to the man that pulled up to me and showed his worth for my chain. You know, I replaced that chain.
You can definitely not post your location now.
I'm moist. But I think what I just want to say is that the streets will never change. No. And I think people need to understand that there's no way of changing the mindset of the streets. I think the streets will just be the streets for as long as the streets can exist. And it's a government thing for me. I think the interesting thing is, if you want to talk specifically UK, where we're from, the UK puts everyone in a block, in one block.
Sons of Sonics.
They own so many nice houses in that house. Give it to the man that they don't give it to us. Give it to the man from Ghana, Nigeria, Jamaica. They give it to the Stephanies and the Stacys. They don't give it to us. We don't get the nice home. Now, if they were willing to mix it up a bit, I genuinely believe we won't have people repping postcodes that they don't even own. I keep saying this. How are you repping SW20 when the government gave it to you?
Protecting.
First of all, the government gave it to your whole, to all the man in that block. Man, SW20 still walk on Mikey. Where you at? Where you from?
Like, you know what's mad? Imagine someone like you, someone that looks like you comes
to my guy Iffy in the building right now as well.
Someone that looks like you wants to do you harm because you're in a different state property than he's in. Have you? Can you? I thought about that last night. I was like, wait a second. A man that looks like you wants to do harm to you. Never even met you ever in life, but wants to do harm to you because you live on a different state property than he does.
Yeah. Mad, innit?
Madness, bro.
Yeah, that was
Mad.
It's mad. Obviously, little team.
Oh no, bro. That's...
Talking of PNB, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think the streets is going right now? Because obviously we had the TJ, we got PNB,
Yeah.
we had about 4, 5, 6, 7 deaths.
What just hip hop culture in general?
Yeah, where do you think we're going? Because I don't see a happy ending, bro. I see too many like Pop Smoke passed away. And you know what? Interestingly, I think was it Nicki Minaj that spoke about. I don't know what thinking about. I think it was somebody else, but somebody mentioned stop dropping your locations. What happened to Pop Smoke? Now allegedly it was his friends who set him. It wasn't by allegedly it was girls, but allegedly they were saying it was a couple of girls that posted a location.
Sons of Sonics.
With social media era. Do you think that we just shouldn't post where we're at and we should post it hours later? If you're at a certain level of stardom.
I would definitely say that. Why? Look what happened. She's not even a rapper. Kim Kardashian in Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
How did the people find out? They even interviewed the robbers. What did they say? We're just following her Instagram. We saw, okay, she's out now. She's gonna come back to this spot. We'll get her then. That was it. So I mean, posting things in real time, not even, because sometimes you have to think of, look at all of these influential people, whether you like them or not, that have stayed safe and out of trouble for as long as can be. So say for instance, like a Trump or whoever that has gone everywhere. Obviously, there's so many people that hate him that would probably want him dead. Yeah. But he's been out here. Yeah, and it goes further than just him having Secret Services with him all the time, because people will still try it. You know what I mean? But it's because you don't know that he's in a location until. Maybe you'll never hear that he was in a specific location, or when you hear that he was in a specific location, it's probably even days later. And I even heard this one tech CEO that also said he made this one mistake one time where he did post his location whilst he was in a different country, because. And it wasn't even like he tagged the location. He just posted the hotel that he was in. But because that country didn't have many 5-star hotels, it was just a game of reduction where, okay, if he's not at this hotel, he's in this hotel. If he's not in this hotel, he's in that hotel. And then someone ended up coming and calling his door number. So yeah, I think the whole thing about I'll just say posting stuff in real time as well.
Shout out to Jake Nichols in the building right now, man. Big shout out, man. I've been enjoying the vibes. When it
comes to being on socials, like, I don't know. Obviously, I understand the romanticization of updating everyone as soon as stuff happens, but at the same time, it's like, at what cost? Because okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna go even bigger. You see how everyone likes to cry about privacy? Facebook is selling our data for this advert company and that and this and that. But then there'll be the same person that they would do so many other things that will compromise their privacy for either clout or convenience. It's just the way it is. So
100%.
With that being said, it's like, just be more attentive to your privacy. That's what I gotta say. But just be more attentive to your privacy. Obviously, stuff happens. Unfortunately, but man, just be attentive to your privacy. And but you know what? Mistakes like that are bound to happen because you know what? Social media is barely 10 years old. We're still trying to figure out how to use this thing every day. Whether it's how long we should stay on it, the social impacts, the mental impacts, whatever the case. He's still learning new things day by day. So he's like, yeah, you can't really, I say that to say this, you can't really blame her for posting that she was at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Central LA. It just happened.
I agree. I think it's weird because you want to say she was naive to the situation, but at the same time,
Sons of Sonics.
Is it her responsibility to essentially not post? Because we're living in a day and age where that's the normality. That's just what we do. We post. Social media has made us want to post, and she didn't post him. She posted a plate. So therefore, I don't blame her at all. Obviously, RFP and be proud. I think it's sad to see him go. Had a couple of hits in his day. You know, I wish we had him for a bit longer, to be honest. To be fair. Any last words before we go into our next song? Before we get into the next topic? Because for me personally,
I think I've said what I just don't have nothing to say.
I think with this kind of situation.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah? You said the question you asked. Where do you think hip hop culture is headed?
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna say for my last words. The whole gangbanging thing. Because obviously now we're in this trend. It's because it sort of fluctuates. It's like everyday life to gangsterism to everyday life to gangsterism. So now I think we're near the end of the era of gangsterism. All of the main people that are portraying that stuff and are still.
You think we're coming to the end?
I think a couple more tragedies. I think people are gonna start.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I have to disagree heavily. There's been tragedy for years, bro. It's just more public now. If this didn't end in the 70s, the 60s, the 90s, the early 2000s, why would it end now?
But let me think.
No, but you have to remember.
Yeah.
There's been high numbers of death for years.
Of course,
High profile of death. For years.
The
only thing that you can kind of say has changed. Is easy access to assassination in terms of presidents and stuff like that. That's kind of changed.
But I'm saying this. Okay, so if we look back from early 2000s when we had 50 Cent, The Game, we still had Dr. Dre.
Shout out to Dawn Samuels in the building.
They were all talking about being bulletproof and all of this gangster talk. And then who came along after that? Kanye West was one of the first ones to move to rap only about everything else but gangster life. At first, people were like, "Oh yeah, this thing is kind of nerd, goofy kind of things." But then it became the wave where everyone sort of went to, till you had even Jay-Z moving away from gangster topics. You have the rise of J. Cole's, Kendrick's, the Mac Millers,
but Drill's number one right now.
That's what I'm saying. So from that era, it went up, and then it went shifting back. From
gang.
Come on.
Gang talk never. No.
I'm talking about I'm not talking about completely dying. I'm talking about what was on the forefront. What was? Come on.
Remember J. Cole and
who's been dominating the things? It's Drake. He wasn't talking about gangsterism. Come on, man.
Drake ain't a gangster.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So from that, obviously, and then now it went back to like the Chief Keefs, the Little Durks, the Pooh Shiesties, the Pop Smokes, all of these, and then obviously you have the peak when all of them are still alive and out of jail. But now you see them going in jail one by one, dying one by one. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So That's just my prediction. That I see the curve will probably go back up to other topics, be in the forefront, and then from there.
Nah, I hear what you're saying, and I believe commercially, J. Cole and Kendrick was winning. But the streets, it's the streets. There's always a hot artist in the streets. Now, if you want to talk about the J. Cole era, I forgot his name. It's gonna really piss me off. What's his name? DJ Khaled. Nipsey Hussle.
Yes.
He wasn't on the level of a J. Cole and Kendrick, but he was. Me personally, if you're talking about the street was banging, was hotter than J. Cole and Kendrick all day long. Don't cap. Nipsey was harder than both of them. Meek Mill was harder than them. They were talking like street stuff.
Listen.
No one cared about J. Cole and Kendrick, bro. J. Cole and Kendrick was for the commercial hits. Wait, commercial hits.
I've been listening to Nipsey Hussle from his first mixtape.
So you're telling me Nipsey was the highest? He wasn't J. Cole, he wasn't Kendrick. Fair enough. I'll agree.
Yeah.
But the street was bumping more Nipsey than J. Cole and Kendrick.
So when you say the streets, do you mean how many cars would you hear bumping the whatever song out of their car window?
Bumping is what the streets want to hear, bro. The streets want to hear Nipsey than J. Cole and Kendrick. It's a fact.
How do we measure that though?
Huh?
How do we measure that?
How do we measure
what is hotter than what then? Is it you walking down the street and hearing car speakers, or is it numbers online? What is it?
Listen. The streets talk. Word of mouth, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. How do we measure it though? That's what I'm saying, man.
I like Vanessa Holness in the building, man.
He's on fire.
Wanted to hear more.
Nipsey,
man, don't do that.
But and this is and I'm a Nipsey fan from early. How do we measure?
Yeah, but you're not from the streets.
I know I'm not. So how do we? No, but that's what I'm trying to ask. How do we measure? How do we measure? Yes, IG1. Yes, I'm from IG1. I live in a house that my parents own. Yes, I know that. I went to private school for 1 year. Alright, cool. I'm not from the streets. I know that. But that's what I'm saying. How do we measure? How do we measure?
Shout out to Katie and the building.
He's on fire. That's what I'm saying.
How do you measure it?
Yeah.
Listen, the songs that were bumping in the street was more Nipsey than J. Cole and Kendrick anyways. You're not from the streets. You don't even have an opinion on it.
So that's what I asked you. So what you're saying is, if you walk down one of those roads, what are you hearing from people's speakers?
Nipsey.
That's what I was trying to ask you. How do we measure it? Then I hear that. I hear that then.
Nipsey was hot. Remember, I was living in. Narratives was that I was in boxing, but it was a personal choice for me.
Depending on who asked you.
Yeah, depending on who asked, my postcode would change. I mean, I was always at SWA, but which was Vauxhall. But I was like one of my arch nemesis, but one of my apps. He went by some moments, but became days. He used to say, "Oh, bro, you're like Stockwell." I wasn't stocky. I was stuck in shelves. But he like in them ends, Stockwell side.
Yeah.
But boy, you never went to my house, innit? I used to live in a block of flats.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
And it's funny, my block of flats was active, so there was like 10 blocks.
Yeah.
Hella block.
Yeah.
I was at the end. I was closer to Vauxhall. That's how I got a Vauxhall postcode.
Okay. Yeah.
But in reality, if I walk down to the next block, soccer. I just wasn't trying to sell that.
Yeah.
So when I was outside, I was like, 5-minute walk from the station. Oh, it's a bad tea. I was like, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's sweet. But anyway, long story short.
Yeah.
In my block, Nipsey. I think the hottest rapper at the time I would say was Meat Mills in terms of commercials. But Meat was talking that gang talk, and we believed he was gang.
Yeah.
We believed he was what he was saying.
Yeah.
This phone might not believe it's gonna survive for much longer. But yeah, Mimi was hot. Drake was J. Cole and Kendrick was always respected for the bar. And I think this is the perception that people kind of forget as well. Is Kendrick and J. Cole for bars. But that's not what's hot in the street. That's what's hot in general hip hop listeners. White listeners. And just black people that's not from the streets. It's just a fact. Because the game is way hotter than a J. Cole in the streets to a J. Cole or Kendrick. Like, I can name you bare man in the streets that love J. Cole, love Kendrick. But are they about it? No. The people about it aren't screaming Kendrick and J. Cole. They're screaming Nipsey. Meet Me before we got moved to by Drake. No offense. I think everybody can agree. One. Meet Me got moved to by a singing broski. A singing broski. We had to make him different. You were like, I thought he was on the streets, bro. Listen, once you got pulled up by 6 bloody 9. 6ix9ine moved to you, do that. Your credibility is fully done. But like, before that, Meek was hot. The game never died out. You're talking about now like Dirk, Shiesty, all of them, Little Baby. They're still hot because they still represent the streets.
That's what I'm saying. Like right now, it's still.
But then I don't think they're gonna run out because Baby's one of the hardest rappers in the game right now. Dirk is one of the hardest rappers in the game right now. Little Shiesty, I wouldn't say he's one of the hardest, but he is.
He was when he was still hard.
He's in a mix. He's in a mix. I mean, he's got someone dropped.
Even though it was a quick little thing there, but I
mean, his biggest highlight was like someone dropped Harlow, wasn't it? SUV.
Was it, or was it the one with Dirk, Back in Blood? Nah, it has to be Back in Blood.
Nah, Dirk for the streets was hot. Commercially, Jack Harlow still.
Okay.
Because Jack Harlow put him on a different type of billboard. Success, you know what I'm saying? Same with Nicki Minaj. Her first number one was with Doja Cat and 6ix9ine. Alright, let's talk about it. I mean, did you see the video of man like Tory Lanez performing 6ix9ine music
on Rolling Loud?
At the Rolling Loud Canada, he performed his joint with 6ix9ine, and to make it worse, the crowd was so lit that all the videos kept playing that song. they weren't playing any other joint, but the 2 6ix9ine songs. They all recorded that and then posted it. Even like, I sent it to you and they're not even supposed to be cool. But he's still performing that song. And you know what? That's a testament to how hot I am because we have a we have a mutual friend.
Go on.
I can't get.
Go.
But I do be performing the tune that I'm on every time. That's the facts. The hardest. I just came in to have gas mode. There's one broski outside of the street that be talking like I ain't it. Maybe that's before my song. You know what I'm saying? Every show he does, when you hear me time, it's Firahs. That's what I'm saying. Firahs is on that joint. He's performing my joint every goddamn time. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, I'm hot. I'll put my name on.
Sons of Sonics.
Putting this on for the city, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. I went over that joint still. But that's what I'm saying. Anyways, we're going to play one more tune.
Yes, sir.
Get into another topic. We're going to be talking about a student who got kicked out of University of Coventry, or Coventry University, whatever you want to call it,
Did you know someone that went Coventry?
Well, my cousin lives in Coventry. I applied for Coventry, I got in, but then I picked a uni in London because I didn't feel like making that trip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, listen, we got a song by up and coming artist called LT. Let's go. You have just been tuned into the Streets Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Yeah. So getting into that kind of conversation now.
Yeah.
The whole thing's a madness. Now he's basically been racially profiled, right?
Yeah.
And let's talk about it now.
Yeah.
He talks about, being told that he was carrying knives and stuff.
Yep.
Selling drugs and stuff.
Yep.
They searched his whole building.
Didn't find anything.
They didn't find nothing. They still then proceeded to kick him out of university.
The wildest thing, he can't appeal.
And he can't.
That's the wildest thing.
Because you can always appeal your uni contract. That's a normal thing. If you leave or if they kick you out, you can appeal it. He can't appeal it. What is your views on that? Is that now the case for our culture? Is it now that, do you feel like now the way that we look is becoming essentially important? Because you can say he dresses like he's about it, but bro, he's studying accounting. He's not even a roadman. Like,
he enrolled in uni.
He's a mathematician. Like, what the hell? The man out here getting A stars.
Yeah.
Like, why is he now cancelled? And what's your views on what the university did to him?
Obviously, what the university did to him, they did him dirty. And like we just said 2 seconds ago, the fact that he can't appeal it either, that's wild. But yeah, you brought up something quite interesting. How people may perceive us, or if we should sort of like think of how we portray ourselves to people from other cultures. Because this conversation here, when it comes to how people view us, it's been a topic for a long time. Obviously, I'm more familiar with how people may perceive us within the workplace and in corporate settings. And man, you know, because that's still something that affects me also. How people may perceive me within corporate settings or whatever the case may be. So it's, I don't know, to be fair, I haven't really gathered my thoughts on that sort of topic, but yeah, it is something that usually that would have topics on like police and whatever. Obviously, I'll literally have no opinion because I haven't dealt with it. But with this, yeah, I have dealt with stuff like that. Obviously, I didn't go uni, so not to that extent. But within the corporate world, yeah, I'll just have to come back another week and sort of give my opinion on that. But yeah, man, they did him dirty. That's all I think it's interesting. I think what's interesting is one of the major interesting parts is he can't appeal it. Yeah.
He didn't get found guilty any of the things that he was chasing him for. When you add that in,
so it's not even illegal. It's not even in legal trouble. They just decided.
They just thought the trouble was too long. Yeah, it's time to go home. He now still has to pay for that apartment. He signed a contract.
Wild.
He doesn't get student finance. He's not working at the moment because he just moved his life from London to Coventry.
Yeah.
And they were expecting him to somehow pay for something that he thought he could afford. Because when you live by yourself, student finance like 4 or 5 grand.
Yeah.
Now it's 0. You can't even pay a couple of months up front to find a job. You just got to start
especially if it's on campus as well.
Yeah.
I've seen the prices, man. I've seen the prices, my G.
It's pricey, bro.
No joke.
Put that in the equation. For me, it's one of those things where I hate talking about racism and racially being profiled.
Yeah.
But he was.
Yeah.
He was racially profiled.
Yeah. In this case,
the people that dealt with him are probably racist and didn't really care. Listen, his cause apparently didn't mean anything. Regardless of what he was studying, he was still chased out of that building like he was any man from the streets. He was told to then stay with other white people, which was very interesting, I think. I don't know what difference that makes, but they moved him to a room or to a building majority white people.
That one's an interesting move though.
I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means. Is he gonna be a less, I don't know, road man? I don't know. It's weird. I don't really have much to say. I just think it was very interesting to see how a university would deal with something. They don't find the evidence. And still basically carried it out like they found the evidence. Do you know? Listen, it's making bad noise on TikTok. Last time I checked, it was like 1.2 million views, 100,000 messages.
Rightfully so, man. Rightfully so.
Coventry University, I feel like you lot got to talk out and let us know why can't he go uni? You told him he was doing something. Find nothing. No drugs, no knives, no nothing. Why is he still not allowed to go to uni to study his course? Why can't he appeal it? Which is very interesting. Why should he still be paying for an apartment that he could afford that he can't now? Interesting. He hasn't even started uni, so you should let him off his bloody contract anyway. I mean, their argument will be, you're talking apartment of somebody else. No one cares. I don't know. I just feel like the whole situation is a bit mad. I don't get it. I just don't really get the angle that they was going for.
Don't know.
Bruh, it's not really much to say. It's just I never gone through that. Like, I didn't even know uni was that peak, personally. Because a lot of men then go out of ends for uni anyway. And you don't hear that. So to hear that was very refreshing. I don't know if this is just like we was talking about the hip hop culture. You know, people are being profiled based on the way that they present themselves. And maybe he presented himself in a way that made it look like he was about it. Okay, cool. But when you don't find nothing, you leave it. Right? That's what you would assume, right?
It's the due diligence right there.
If he wasn't able to be proven guilty, he's innocent. So why is he still having to deal with a situation that he hasn't necessarily done? Do you know? Again, coming to uni, I feel like you lot got to sort it out. I reached out to him anyways for an interview, so hopefully we can get him on the street sessions very soon. Let's see what he was saying. Personally, I don't really have much to say on that. I just want to bring light to the conversation. I think it's a very important conversation to be having, especially for now, where you know we're going through a lot of situations where you know African culture is doing very well. And I generally feel like people aren't happy with the fact that we're doing very well. So that's interesting for me. But I don't really have much to add. Do you have anything to add to that?
Nah. Literally.
I'll see if we go straight into the next question. Look, we've got about 25 minutes left for this show. This is your boy Firahs
Joe MK.
Street Sessions, Boyfriend 90.4. We outside. And the last conversation is interesting. Listen, before I even get into it, I hope ladies are listening to this one, This is the one I really want to talk about.
Guy like Antigone, you know.
This is where the sip came correct. So I hope everyone's ready listening right now.
Why is it when you put boys together, they just lose all composure and act like little children? The problem is...
On behalf of the man, then...
What? Just in case you missed it, play it again.
Why is it when you put boys together, they just lose all composure and act like little children? The problem is...
On behalf of the man, them, let me explain this, because this is true. The man, them go about their day-to-day lives, acting accordingly, doing what we need to do, not necessarily what we want to do, because we're dedicated to the cause. We are dedicated to the cause. The cause comes before us. We put the cause before ourselves. Do you get what I'm saying? So, when we're done doing whatever it is we need to do for the cause and acting accordingly, yeah, we meet up with the man them. And that's when now the cause and acting accordingly, that's gone out the window. We don't need to think about the cause anymore. So we just want to just act like a kid again. We could just go back to acting like a kid, saying whatever it is we want to say. Doesn't matter how outrageous it is, because we don't judge each other. So that is a sacred moment for the man them. So you cannot tarnish this. You can't tarnish that, because you're not one of the man them. You're not down for the cause.
Interesting point there. Now, Antigone from Love Island is asking a question. Why is it when the man them all link up, they don't be acting their age? And I think it's simple. Listen, we as man them, if you got family, you're providing for the family.
Yep.
If your mom doesn't have money, you're providing for, you know, your siblings and your parents. Even just, you know, trying to uplift yourself, you're providing to put yourself forward to either find a woman, a man, or whatever you're into, right? You're doing what you got to do as a man. More time is probably not even a job that you want. I would say a good 75% of the time, the man is grinding in a place where he doesn't even want to be.
Facts.
He's doing what he has to do to make ends meet.
Facts.
Now, when the man them link up, regardless of position, whether one of his boys is rich, footballer, musician, whatever it is that they do, when we link up, we're not acting like we're at work, bro. We are having fun. And one of the funniest points I like to make is when all the girls go out, you man put up to the shower, you're in dressing hill, you man are trying to look flossy, I don't know, flawless, whatever it is, you man trying to look nice.
Yeah.
You man are dropping 20 pounds. You man are dropping 20 pounds on that one dead cocktail that nobody cares about.
Yeah. With that one flower on the side.
I'm saying, when a man them link up now, bro, we're chilling on the streets with a bottle of Henny,
and one speaker.
One speaker, we're getting lit. We're just getting hammered. We don't care. We're just getting hammered, bro. We are chilling together to have a great time. We are not judging anybody based on what they do back at home. We are having a great time and enjoying it. And I think a lot of women don't get that. I think the angle that women likes to play is when they're with the man, they basically influence them to cheat on their women. Now that's a conversation. That's something else.
That's there, and that's something else.
I think, because I understand that angle, and I'm not going to deny that angle. There are people out there that will try to get their boys to cheat. Normal.
But no. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? If we're going to that angle, obviously we're not gonna be on that topic today. But you see how girls move with their friends, yeah? Say for instance there's one girl or two girls out of a group of 5 that are taken, and then the rest of them are single. You know what the single ones will do? They'll be like, they'll be whispering in the ear like, especially if they're on a night out or whatever. Because I've seen this happen with my own 2 eyes. The girls will be whispering in the ear, you deserve a better man. You see that one there? He's looking at you right now.
Yeah, they do that.
Happens all the time.
Do that all the time.
Happens all the time. So if that is the angle that you want to argue as well, that is invalid. Yeah. Because it happens to more female friendship groups than males. I'd say 5-fold. Facts. I don't care.
I mean, even girls that just don't like their friend's partner, they do that.
Girl, I'm telling you, I hear this from my own women. Girls will hate on other girlfriends. It's the facts.
Yeah, it's facts.
Of Sonics.
It's just the facts. And to put it back to the difference between females going out with guys hanging out as well. The way the male thinks in terms of like friendships and stuff is a lot of his friends would be people that they do activities together with, whether it's business or leisure,
football,
exactly, business or leisure, whatever sort of tasks men do with each other, they end up becoming friends.
But people even just have drinking buddies, bro.
Exactly.
Shout out to dinner.
Exactly. That's it.
That's my only motive. But you know what? One thing that I find interesting is we've put women on such a pedestal that they forgot that they don't have to always be on that pedestal. Like,
Yeah.
I gave the perfect example.
Yeah.
Girls that go out together will go for the most outrageous motive. We as mandem, pub, cheap. Bottle in a pub, cheap. Fam, listen now. I can tell you my circle.
Yeah.
Aaron, a teacher.
Yeah.
Jordan works in an office earning like $3-4 grand a month.
Yeah.
Anton.
Yeah.
He works in engineering.
Yeah.
Great jobs.
Yeah.
But when we link up, bro.
Yeah,
we're chilling.
Always on a
On Shoreditch Street.
Some donkey stuff.
No, on Shoreditch Street.
Yeah.
With a speaker and a bottle of Hennessy. You think we all look like we're balling?
Nah.
No. Girls walking past us like, oh, well, a lot of these broke ass dogs. No, why are we spending money to link our friends? And this is the thing, right? Man, them just know how to have fun amongst ourselves. Like, we just know how to leave our BS at home.
Yep.
When we come together, all that BS that we're dealing with, it stays back at home, bro. Listen, if you got a woman, take her to the shard if you can afford. Take her to the Gordon Brown. Have a great time. But us, man, we don't care, bro. We would happily link up as man and go Morley's. We don't have to act like we're 40 years old.
Yeah.
When we link up, it's like that's us no longer having to. I wouldn't say pretend that was something that we're not. But it's like we just enjoy the moment. Like we don't remember a group of mandem to link up. In our age bracket is very difficult. It's not easy
different
to
timetables
do so.
and
Like,
all
I
sorts,
see Jordan and Aaron like once every 2, 3, maybe 4 months. And when I do see them, why am I gonna be acting like I'm a baller? Like, why am I gonna let's go to the show and 400 quid? First of all, Aaron is a father of a child
and speak about economics.
You know what I'm saying? First of all, Aaron is a father, has a child. He has to be child free. Jordan, he works at 9 to 5 in the office in London. He has to be 1 day free. Man, just can't just be free. So the day that we are free, we go hard. Now, if you want to talk about lads' holiday, this is the only thing where I can be like, "Aye, cool, ladies." I get what you're saying. Man, them sometimes really be forgetful. Forget who the wife are. They might forget that they got a mummy at home. They might overspend their peas. They might come back with 0p. They might come back banging 20 chicks when they got a wife at home. Cool. But don't blame the man. That's your dog. Remember, you picked this dog. If he loves you, is he gonna be doing anything crazy? He's gonna come back home, touch no hole. Spend not too much money. He'll come back.
Be sensible. Man.
But girls, this is the point. Girls cry about the 1 or 2 people in the group that normally mess up. They seem to forget, bro. Man, we don't tell people to cheat. We might be like, a lot of times you might be like, oh, take whether you're taking or not. Oh, hey, you see that girl? She's looking kind of buff, you know. Listen, you're allowed to talk to the man about who's looking hot.
One thing I've never heard a man say to another man is, "Oh, you remember that one time when Violet said, oh yeah, this isn't that and disrespected you when I came over to your house to pick you up to go 5-a-side football." Nah, you know what? You should do XYZ right now with her right there. Get your revenge. I've never ever heard anything even close to that.
That's a woman.
Never.
That's a woman thing still. That's a woman thing still. I think it's funny because like I hate when people always come to why are man them child or they always say men take longer to mature. We actually don't. We mature as soon as we realize we have to take care. However, when we link our boys, listen, there's man them like 45 still linking up to play FIFA.
Of course.
why are we being scrutinized for doing that? This is our boys' time. When you the different between boys' motive, I realize the difference between boys' motive and women motive are very interesting, man.
Of course,
a lot of women link up as mothers. That's the reason why they start acting men mature. Mothers.
Sons
caring. They're always caring.
I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
Men are usually very by themselves, very independent. Men don't have to be doing. Men's motive ain't like a woman. You see, when the man not work, the women be linking up with all their other friends at the park. They're probably having a great time. To them, that's being an adult. When the man them link up is sports games. What's on TV? Then you got getting hammered. Normal. Our motives is different. Because when they link me up, it's not we're linking up with a child. We're linking up independent, we got the peas in the bank, we're chilling. We're just about what game is on, what drink is going on right now. And let's leave.
What's Uber Eats? What's Uber Eats saying?
What's the food saying?
It's wax though. It's like
all that partner stuff stays back. We don't even talk about it. If a man got cheated on last week, we don't even bring it up to the man anyway. We don't bring our problem to the motive. Women, ooh, their problem. Oh, my man can't even clean his socks, but we just left it. Oh, like, hey, how's your child doing? Yeah, my child is cool. He's just chilling in the park. They bring their family. They bring all their stuff with them. The man, we dust that to the side. For this guy only, that stuff does not matter. You got a girlfriend? Cool. Leave that shit back up. You got parents problem? Alright, cool. Leave that with it. We are having the greatest night of your life because we're not going to see each other for the next 4 or 5 months.
First 10 minutes of the motive. Oh yeah, how's family? Yeah, this is that. Oh yeah, Alright, cool. What time does the game start?
It's facts. A lot of women don't realize that men, we just have a different approach. We do what we gotta do when we gotta do it. As soon as we have no reason to focus on that, we don't. Just don't. We leave it back where it needs to be, and that's at home. We don't bring home stuff with us to the mandem. And people say we start acting like kids. Bro, when you're with your friends, why am I acting 40? Bro, you're with your brethren to not act 40. It's like me and you go out and then it's just like, we outside. Bro, you think
we acted a damn fool.
If I was like kids and that, I'm like, Of course I'm not. Of course I'm not doing that. I'm not bringing my kids outside. I'm leaving them at home. I'm missing all that. I need to look after my mom, my siblings. I don't bring that to our festivals. No, man. You get what I'm saying? Imagine if I brought that to the festival. I probably wouldn't even have no sip. I'll probably give most money away anyway because I can't spend money. That'd be boring as hell. I feel like some of the girls don't get that, but at the same time, it's one of those ones where that's a testament to how boys are. We as boys are willing to keep having fun regardless of situation. I think women struggle to understand why because they're always told to grow up quicker than men, which is why women always say they mature quicker than men, which is probably true. A lot of women end up as mothers at 15, 14 sometimes. They have to grow up. You know, they don't have a choice of having that fun. Because a mother is always expected to stay with a child. What a father does what he does, which is not fair. It's unfortunately just the way it happens to be. A woman will always take a step back so that the man can go and make that pee. And usually what that means is the man usually just gets the man usually be able to go out as well or be like I'm go out even though the kids It's unfortunately that's just the way it's became. I wouldn't even blame a woman to think wow we childish. I feel like something you don't understand. We don't see the boys we might go out but when do you see a group of boys? Perfect example, we don't have to say his name but Maui. You you ain't seen him in a minute. The minute you see him, wow.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be a night where you might call me at 5 a.m. I saw like 10 chicks. I'll be like, who did you move to? Like 5 of them. Nah, you'll be hella wait because you have to have a great night.
Yeah.
Men are put on so much pressure in terms of career-wise, financial-wise, and just present-wise. That women don't understand that because they don't have to do it. Listen, cliche, like, and I hate saying this, but like, I don't believe this is like a factual thing. Once you're buff, you're pretty much set. OnlyFans, okay, bro. Sit at home and sew your feet. I'm sorry, bro. Do you know what I mean? No, like, it's shallow. I don't necessarily believe that's the case, but that's just how life is in 2022. Little things like.
Actually, it's not even a financial thing. Because think of it this way: so two people. There's two people, right? Both of them, bro. One male, one female. The girl says, this year. Okay, say for instance, it's January 1st. They're talking about their New Year's resolution. Remember, both of them are broke. The male says, I'm trying to find my wifey this year. Hopefully, get married by October and have a kid and get her pregnant, whatever. And she says the exact same thing. I want to get married by this month and get pregnant by this month. Remember, both of them are broke. Which one are you giving the side eye to, and which one are you saying, I hear that? Let's just talk first. Or not even a side eye. You would then ask further questions like, but how are you gonna do that?
Give me the two options again. So there was
one broke man, one broke girl.
Yeah.
Let's say they're the same age.
Yeah.
Actually, 22.
Yeah.
Quite a neutral, whatever. January 1st is obviously they're talking about their New Year's resolutions. One says, both of them say, I want to get married by this month.
Yeah.
And get my significant other pregnant or get pregnant themselves. Okay, the girl.
Yeah.
Which one are you looking at saying, oh yeah, I hear that? And which other one are you gonna then ask, but how are you gonna do that?
It's interesting because one was the broke guy.
Yeah. Another's a broke girl.
But she's talking about having a family.
Yeah. Both say, they wanna get married and start a family that same year.
With the man, it's just how you gonna provide. With the woman,
you don't have to ask that. You just be like, okay, I hear that.
Yeah.
And then the conversation is there.
I don't know what I asked the girl. Because, to be fair, like, more time, they just try to find someone that has a bag. And they stay at home and look after the child. With the guy, it's just like, okay, you want to have a child, how you doing about it? Where you going, bro? What job you looking at?
Exactly.
Like, it's so many questions.
Exactly. So that validates the point that you just made.
Mandem, we don't go for it easy.
Life not easy enough.
Lifestyle crazy. If I have this song, hey, what was the artist's name again? Apparently it's not. I can't find it. But I thought I had it for some reason. Unless, but anyway, listen. 10 minutes after the show, I let Joe DJ for like 10 minutes for a bit. I'm gonna start off with playing some bit of Magic Forever.
Yes, sir.
Joe MK might go into my I'm a piano list. So, enjoy the vibes, man. Being tuned into the streets session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.